Hello everyone, it's Jessica here with another layout for Shimmerz Paints Design Team. You can use my name Jessica in your order whenever you place an order in the notes section to get a free gift. Today I'm playing along with a Paper Issues Scraplift Sunday, and we're scraplifting Cassie's lovely layout that was just on the screen. And I am using 2 photos on mine versus 1, and I'm using a couple beach photos today. So I've got these 2 pictures that my sister photo bombed here and wanted to get in with us, and I'm pulling out the Cocoa Vanilla Studio Sunkissed collection. I have just kind of some bits of this collection left, and it's been in my stash for quite a while. It's been one of my all-time favorite collections ever for beach layouts, so I'm gonna just use up some scraps in here. So I'm pulling out various papers, just little bits that I have laying in this collection. I like to keep all my collections bundled together in these large Ziploc bags. So I'm just pulling out these little bits and pieces that you see here and just cutting them down into little strips like Cassie's layout. And I am just going to rough up the edges just using my fingernails and pulling them up and just kind of crinkling them up off my page to give them a little bit more dimension. And I am just laying them all out in this kind of rainbow heart design like Cassie's layout had. I absolutely love Cassie's layouts. I could scrap lift her all day, every day, and just be just fine. But I just love her ideas. She always has such beautiful layouts with such bright, pretty contrast. I just love it. So I'm really enjoying the scrap lift today, and I really love how this one turns out, and I can't wait to show you guys what it turns out like at the end here. But for now, I'm just layering all of these little strips and creating that heart design. I'm going to double a couple of these up and put a couple of them side by side. I'm also going to grab some labels from my stash. I'm going to grab a couple of the labels from the sticker sheets from this collection. I have 3 sticker sheets because I kept buying this collection over and over because I just loved it so much. So I have a few of those sticker sheets. I'm going to use some things off, and yeah, I'm just going to layer this all up and create this heart design. And then my mixed media portion for Shimmerz Paints is going to be very simple today. So I just want to remind you that mixed media does not always have to be extensive and scary and intimidating. You can do mixed media as simple as I'm going to do today, which is just adding some splatters to your layouts. So I'm going to grab a whole rainbow of Shimmerz Paints colors towards the end of this design and add all of those beautiful colors just by splattering them onto the page. And I'll show you how I do that here in a minute. But for now, I'm just adding all of these embellishments and coming up with this little rainbow heart design. So I fast forwarded that just a little bit while I tacked down some of these pieces. I've got a lot of them already adhered down. I'm using some of my tape runner to adhere the main pieces down, and then I'm popping up some of the embellishments on top with some 3D foam squares of different sizes. And I'm going to add some thread in behind that flower that's up there. And I love this cute little bathing suit, but I wanted to keep it separate, of course, because it's a little 2-piece. So I'm going to add that up there. And then this flower is the one that I'm going to put the thread behind. So I'm just using some glue dots on there. And then I am also using some 3D foam squares to pop that up for dimension as well. So I wanted it to actually pop up off of that design. So I just wanted to give it a little bit of foam in behind there. And then that little cheers banner is going to sit right next to it. I'm going to keep that there, but I'm going to rough up the edges of the flower and then stick my little banner piece beside it. So as you can see, I'm sticking to that rainbow of color like Cassie's layout had. So I have my blues on the bottom, and then it just kind of fades into the yellow, the orange, and the pink at the top. And I just love the way that that comes together and looks. It's a really, really great design to use up a lot of your scrap pieces or branding strips. If you save those, this is a good time to bust them out on a layout like this because it's just perfect. I'm grabbing some of these pretty little studio die cuts here from the You Are My Sunshine collection. I'm just going to add that cute little butterfly and a couple little things from that little pack. The colors actually go really, really well with this Cocoa Vanilla Studio collection, and I'm actually down to bits as far as embellishments in this collection, so I was happy to pull that out and just add a couple things from that PLS line as well. I've got these cute little hearts here. I'm just adding some 3D foam squares and again roughing up those edges, just kind of peeling them back and pulling them up off of the page just to give them a little bit of pop. And then here, this is from that Pretty Little Studio collection as well. I've just got these little banner pieces. I'm just cutting a couple of these off and I'm going to add these around my heart design as well. I was going to use that love, but I ended up using this little watermelon instead. We had lots of snacks when we were on the beach, so it fits in just perfectly, and I thought it looked really cute up by the bathing suit. So I'm just going to add that in there for a little more pop of pink, and then another little banner here on the bottom portion of that little heart over there. You can see I've added a little starfish puffy sticker at the top. This is another piece from the PLS collection, a little scallop border, and then here's where I'm pulling in all of this mixed media. So all I do is I take the nozzle top off of the bottle and then I'm simply flicking it onto my layout. I'm just basically focusing on where my heart design is. I don't want it all over the paper, so you'll see me kind of use my hand to shield some of that and keep it to where I want it. And I've already added my alphabet letters. I forgot to mention those. Those are the Bella Florence letters. I did use gray and black because I don't have enough black letters at this point. I have ran out of black A's, I know, and I think C's and E's. So I've filled in with some grays, and I don't mind that. I actually really like mixing colors, so I think it turned out fine. And then here's just some enamel dots by Alt New that I have pulled out, and a little sticker sheet by Studio Calico that actually came with a little travel notebook that I bought in a kit. So I've pulled those out because I thought those colors match with this layout too. So I'm going to add a couple of those little puffy stickers. There's my photos. I have popped those up with some 3D foam tape from Thermoweb, and then just continuing to add these little colored enamel dots. And I am sticking to that rainbow of color. So you'll see that I have all my matchy colors, and the colors for the Shimmerz paints that I have used are, for the blues, I use the darkest blue is a Spritz product in Rockefeller Blue, and then the lighter blue is Jeni B Blue and Vibes, and then the yellow is Squeeze the Day in a Color Splash, the orange is a Coloringz Tangy Tangerine, and then the pinks are a Spritz and Cotton Candy, and the Vibes and Mango Tango is the darker pink. So lots of products on there from Shimmerz, but again, it doesn't have to be intimidating or anything super crazy. It can be simple like this and just putting splatters on your page to add some mixed media. So I will put all those names of the products below that I've used in case you want to grab anything from the Shimmerz shop, because I know that was a lot. So I'll list them all down below in case you want to grab any of them. I'm just adding a little bit of stamping here just to create some little paint blobs with a stamp. I think it's by Visible Image if I remember right. But I've added those, and then I also went ahead and pulled out some star stickers that I'm going to add to, and this cute little sunshine at the top of my photo. And then I've got my date stamp here. I wanted to add that at the bottom of my photo. And then my star stamps are from Simple Stories Bro and Company stamp set, which you'll see me pull out here in a second. I kind of got that stuck down to my white on my page, so I had to get that off of there. And then here's the stamp set by Bro and Company. I'm just using the stars. There's one little open one and then a closed one. I'm just going to stamp in all the colors, but I'll fast forward this for you. So this is what the finished layout looks like. I absolutely love how this one came together. I'm going to link all the products down below that I've used for Shimmerz, so you can grab any of those from the shop. And if you want to play along with the scrap list, you certainly can. Just hop over to the Paper Issues Friends and Fans Facebook group and you can play along there. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.